Hiya! I recently went to the Animage and Studio Ghibli Exhibition in Seoul, South Korea. If you find yourself in Seoul before February 22nd, 2026 and want to go, the details are in the video description. So this exhibition is about the magazine Animage that started in 1978. It is the oldest animation-related magazine to exist and is the magazine that first introduced anime to the general public. Before Animage, there were only comic books like these. Okay, so I did not know that a Korean animation studio actually helped work on Spirited Away. So once that film was released, Miyazaki Hayao, Suzuki Toshio, Yasuda Michio, and Takahashi Nozomu visited Korea to say thank you to the Korean staff, and they spent time together. This chart shows the theatrical releases of animation from 1962 to 1999. This big red line is when Animage magazine was first published, and then the yellow gradient is the golden era of animation. That's basically when there was a huge uprising of theatrical animations released, along with the release of iconic animations such as Doraemon, Gundam, and Nausicaa, which is in the blue box. At first, the magazine showed simplified versions of how animations are made, but then Suzuki Toshio joined the staff and added in visual representations of the vibe of different animations along with interviews from the animation's creators. Okay, so I think this picture is so cool because it depicts the busiest day at the Animage office, which was the night before publishing day. In 1984, at 1 a.m., there were 34 staff members out of 60 just checking the magazine to make sure it was problem-free. Some iconic staff members include Otsuki Toshimichi, the producer of Evangelion, Watanabe Takashi, who worked on Macros, and Miwa Keiko, who wrote for The Secret Worlds of Arrietty. So this was the first published Animage magazine, and Suzuki Toshio focused on making it look good by asking the illustrator to draw a very detailed image of the Yamato spaceship, and this was printed with an 11 color ink printer, which was unheard of at the time, and I think sounds wild. These are some examples of what the magazine looked like at that time. So the beloved movie Nausicaa actually started off as a comic book which was published in Animage and went on to be the beloved movie that started Studio Ghibli. When Miyazaki Hayao directed his first theatrical animation film called Lupin III: The Castle of Cagliostro, Suzuki picked his work for the first Animage cover, which helped spike Miyazaki's popularity. In the middle of the animation golden era, the publisher of Animage thought, instead of introducing other animations, why don't we make our own? They needed a story, so they had Miyazaki Hayao come up with an original story. He started to hand draw and published a comic in the magazine called Nausicaa: Valley of the Wind. This became the stepping stone of the Animage animation production and later led to the birth of Studio Ghibli. This area documents how Nausicaa went from a comic book to a feature-length film. Due to the success of Nausicaa, Studio Ghibli was born. After Nausicaa's success, Animage decided to open Studio Ghibli in Tokyo. I was really surprised to hear that in order to grab the attention of children and adults, they decided to produce and then released My Neighbor Totoro and Grave of the Fireflies at the same time. These are all anime's covers from the past, so I'm going to share some of my favorites. At the very end, there is this super cute photo op room, and it features Castle in the Sky, Kiki's Delivery Service, Nausicaa, and Totoro. Also, if you leave a review at the end on Instagram, you get a random card. Across the hallway is the Studio Ghibli gift shop, which has some exhibition exclusive merch. However, you can only get in if you have a ticket from that same day. I hope you liked this exhibition. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!